Break is still new day, still Africa's finest breakfast show, and we are just in the Christmas or Xmas mood, any which way you prefer it. Right now, we're going to be looking at the issue of reaching out to the less privileged and those in the society. And we've got engineer Olumide Olorufemi, who is of the Sefamid Bridge Foundation, an NGO right here in Nigeria. We'll be asking him lots of very interesting questions. Engineer Olumide, looking at the period we are, which is supposed to be a period of Thanksgiving, reaching out, sober reflection,
Yeah.
how important is it for NGOs, civil societies to reach out to the less privileged? And should it be
Yeah.
just for the Yuletide season or year round?
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Anthony. It's good to be back here. Actually, it's a season like this is it's a season of love and joy. Let me quickly go back to the biblical way. Is we're celebrating the birth of the Lord Jesus Christ, and is the word God Himself. Because He loved the world, so He gave us the only begotten Son. And of course, not even the angel perspective now. Is every family, the people, the populace on earth, they find this particular moment as a way to reach out to less privileges, orphanage, and the likes, to show love and joy, which is the essence of this particular season. But for now, a lot of people also deem it that this is the time to actually reach out in terms of gifts, food stuffs to less privileges. And aside that, it's even a thing that even families should cultivate. I can give you something, and families question gifts. So basically, it's actually traced to the birth of Lord Jesus Christ when the three wise men brought their gifts. When Jesus Christ was born.
Born, okay.
Yeah.
So how can we, make NGOs like civil society organizations, NGOs particularly, really take this upon themselves as a responsibility to give during this period? Because not all and not everyone would really take it as a responsibility. How can we really make this, you know?
Yeah, and to that, I would say beyond this section, it is something that the entire populace need to wake up to, because it's not just about the season alone. Anytime we should be, it's something that we should imbibe and inculcate into our lifestyle, that there's a need for us to reach out to the less privileges. Why do you even need to reach out to them? It's just to empower them, but the fact of it is shouldn't be basis on food items. That's what we. It's as if within 2 weeks they are through with that. So me, I'm of opinion that you can empower these people with information, because which is also very important. For instance, if you have a physically challenged, person, because they are not even less privileged, they are physically challenged because they are enabled people, because they can think and they can reason. For instance, if you see a physical challenged person that who can introduce to shoemaking, that's empower. So you can empower, you can sow that seed into that young man or young woman out there, beyond just the foodstuffs, which can be before you know it, like 2 3 weeks, it's done. So, and what happens to the January to November? If you're only focusing on December, so I believe with the information, you need to empower their minds much more than that. So, as a matter of fact, you don't need to be coming to them the next year. They also be empowered to reach out to others.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. How would you? What would be your scorecard for NGOs? Do you think they've done well, especially from the angle which you're stating your claim now that they should be empowered rather than giving food stuff and all that? Would you say NGOs have done well in that regard?
Yes, I would say that a lot of NGOs are coming up at a time. It's
They're coming up. Are they empowering or they're giving food items only?
it depends on the mission and the objectives. Quite all right.
Okay.
What I've believed a lot of people are doing is if you are not passionate about what you intend to do, it depends on what is driving it actually.
Okay.
For instance, where I work and I co-founded an NGO is a passion that we've designed our own reaching out to young girls in a particular way, which we not will be following, very well. So, but it depends on what is driving. Some take NGOs as a personal, personal view that this is what I want to do, and they follow it. But the area angle I want you to just understand is that the NGO itself is not easy thing to do. You must be passionate about it, and you need a lot of fund to get it done. So, and a lot of people they say NGOs are portfolio. A lot of people they don't even have office, but they are trying to do one or two things. So, it's it go back to the passion. So, is it that we want to make money because they use NGO to make money in the past a lot? It's in fact, as a matter of fact, that's what even as kind of obstacle to NGOs now in Nigeria, because in the past some people use it for to generate fund, of which is actually affecting the genuine one now. In the
As
country.
a matter of fact, it's as if phased out. It's still happening. People still set up NGOs to make
Yes,
funds.
yes,
Money laundering.
yes,
How
but
can
that,
that be regulated?
yeah, of course, that will give me to back to the recent campaign. I don't know you are aware about the No to NGO bill.
Yeah.
That was what the legislators, because of what happened. But if you look at it critically, the law have it, because last year we audited our accounts and we make returns, and we file our returns at the CAC.
Okay.
Because how many NGOs are doing that? And if you want to get fund, it's when you want to access fund now, because who's even giving fund? It's the foreign partners.
Okay.
If you see the list, the criteria you must met before you can get a grant, then that's just it. Initially, it wasn't like that. And that's why the likes of us came out that, okay, fine. The African youth shouldn't be seeing that perspective that we are thief, we are not saying, we are just, we can just do anything. So when we came on board to set up our NGOs, and I told my guys, you know what, let's prove the rest of the world wrong that Nigerians, African youths, they are still transparent, accountability is still with them, just to showcase what others have not been able to do, that we can do better.
All right. As we wrap up, what would you say is the plan for Sefamid Foundation, Sefamid Bridge Foundation? What would they be doing this period as a way of giving back to the society?
Actually, we've rounded up our activities. We don't have any intent to reach out.
Did you do
basically,
anything
recently,
for this Unitide season? You didn't do
yeah,
anything?
our last program was December 1st.
Okay.
We marked the HIV among we called for, a lot of adolescents, they have HIV that they need support.
Okay.
And that was our last program. That was December 1st, which
How
is the
was
World
it,
AIDS Day.
was it located in rural areas?
Yeah, in rural areas, basically work in rural areas.
Okay.
So what we're trying to read, we called government to, although we make sensitizations, and we are calling government to support the adolescents who are currently having HIV, and they need to, how do you do that?
What's the rate? Is it alarming? What's the statistics saying?
I don't know the figure right now, but I think the major challenge is not necessarily the statistics. Is the majority of those young adolescents, they need to have access to their drugs,
Okay.
which is the access is difficult. And if we are to talk about Nigerian today, if you are to talk about the statistics will only cover those in the cities. In Lagos, Abuja, and the rest, but we're talking about rural areas. So I that's my first constituency. So I champion for them. So the statistics doesn't cover them.
The ones you had, did you have up to 50 of the adolescents come out to identify themselves as being?
Yeah, because of discrimination, we
Okay.
may not, we don't give, because we talk to a lot of people, and these things are confidential. So yes, it's not for us to begin to identify who are, but we reach out. We just give that as a go to the government to reach out to them. Yeah.
Okay, finally, would like you to say Happy Christmas to your family, friends, and also at the same time urge NGOs to reach out to people that will be in need this period.
Okay, yeah. Merry Christmas and compliments of the season. I also wish the People's TV's viewers Happy New Year in advance. Okay, the NGOs. It just, that's our passion. Our passion must not go down. The passion must be on. We must be at the top at what we are doing. So the passion who's driving the NGOs must always be the one that will take us to achieve our goals, whatever objective we set to achieve.
All right, I want to say a big thank you to Engineer Olumide Olorufemi for joining us in the studios today and sharing his thoughts as regards the policy or the mindset of giving out to the less privileged and those who are in need in our environment, especially those in the rural areas. And that's how we'll be calling a wrap on today's edition of the program New Day on People's Television. My name is Anthony Moore. To say thank you very much, good morning, and have an awesome day ahead.
My name is Chinomso Amadi. Do have a blessed day. See you tomorrow.